Hey friends, I just returned from a trip to Ferndale, California, also known as Salem's Lot. Yes, Ferndale is the filming location of the 1979 TV series adaptation of the Stephen King novel, Salem's Lot. Now, if you know me, you'll know this is my favorite movie of all time. And to be able to visit the locations of the filming is just incredible to me. I was able to meet up with the one and only Ben Ottaviano, also known as Boogeyman Ben, here on YouTube, and also a good friend, Sam Straub. Ben and Sam love this movie just as much as I do. And it was awesome to be able to experience Ferndale with them. Last time I was all by myself. So this time was just incredible. Now, we were also joined by my wife, Amber, and Sam's wife, Lauren, who is also a big fan of the movie. I'm excited now to bring you some highlights from our trip to Salem's Lot.
Hey guys, I'm super excited. My wife and I are currently in Guerneville, California. We stayed last night, and this morning we are driving to Salem's Lot. Yes, Ferndale, California. Gonna pay another visit. Can't wait to get back. Let's go. Oh yeah, perfect. Guys, we're taking you down Main Street in Ferndale. We're about to get into town right here in just a second. I'm gonna make a few stops for you. All right, we're coming up on something right here that I'm gonna stop and show you. This is the Shaw House Inn, and I believe you can stay there. Last time I was here, it wasn't operating, but as we get closer, you may recognize that is Susan Norton's house. So Ben and Susan, her dad, the doctor, and all of them, they have some conversations out there right outside that house. Let's go further down, and we're gonna stop again right up here. All right, guys, right here on the side of the road off Main Street, you'll see Stifel Investment Services. This was actually a Wells Fargo last time I was here, but it looks a lot different right now. But that used to be the diner where Ben and Susan were eating and talking on her lunch break. But yeah, you can see they've added walls, they've added some offices in there, but you can see the windows up there right next to the door. You'll recognize those windows from the movie. So that is the Salem's Lot Diner. Hey guys, so last time I was here in Ferndale, I did not go inside Barlow and Straker's antique shop, which is behind me. You can recognize it from the movie if you're a fan. This time we're actually going to go inside and give you a quick look inside. Now this front part is where James Mason would have been standing, looking out this window over here at Crockett Realty right across the street. This is actually kind of a private office now, and you don't go in that way. You have to go in this way. So let's go inside. So right as you come inside, there's a little dining area right here, and if you come this way, as soon as you come in, there's a bedroom right here on the right, and there's also one over here on that side on your left. Really nice rooms. And as you come this way, this is a little living room area. And there is a little bit of, well, it's not memorabilia. There are a few pictures from the movie. You can see right here on this wall, there's a picture of David Soul and James Mason. And up there, you see the Barlow and Straker Fine Antiques sign. So right over here, this is a private office, but if you were to go through here, right there is where James Mason would have been standing. And now you can see they really turned this into a cool place. You got a little sitting game area, a little bar area, vintage telephone here, and come this way into the kitchen. You got one restroom and a nice spacious kitchen here, and there's a door over there, but that's also a private part as well. So anyway, now you've seen inside the antique shop. Okay, so now we're back outside of the antique shop, and we look right across the street, and there is Gillespie's office, and of course right over there is Crockett Realty, and then that yellow house right there is where Weasel is sitting on the front porch near the beginning of the movie, and Gillespie comes up and says keep an eye on him, on that writer guy. Sam, you got to stop and be Weasel here for a second. Crockett Realty.
Getting warmer.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Just channeled the
Okay, go.
All right, guys, so our group is headed up to where the Marston house was on Bluff Street. We're going to go up on the property, but I am going to say we have permission, thanks to Boogeyman Ben. Don't ever go on anybody's property without permission. So we're really excited to get to go up to the top of the Marston house hill today. Sam has the mood music going.
It's coming from no device. It just plays.
Out of my head. Isn't that amazing how much that picks up? I got Wi-Fi.
What do you think, Sam?
It's still here. It's still here. You think hard enough and look hard enough, it's still here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good evening.
The hill where Susan climbs up after seeing Mark.
No, I appreciate you checking in. Because there's times where it is hard, but it's actually not too bad. Because I'm not going to do it either.
And this is where the house was.
I'm a big animal person, so
Yeah.
just my cats. Yeah, I got some great. I've never seen this part of the property. When I came up last year, I didn't come this far. 'Cause I figured, I said, I'll just walk up the hill and walk back down. Just because it felt like I was imposing on them enough.
So does this look more like the?
I almost want to send her something. I might send her a thank you, just because I know her address. It's like
Absolutely.
flowers. It's very nice of her to do this.
Sam, you're gonna climb up the hill like Susan did?
Up the ravine? Yeah, it's behind you.
Right there.
Oh, it's right here?
That's it. Yeah.
Climb up and go
I have
find.
to find a blue dress that moves around. Ass, and then he writes the match and throws it. But that was like a flame bar they put up there, so they couldn't really. Yeah, they were all like right here getting the scene and then put it out.
And it's funny because the scene where they drive away, they actually drive back down the road because you can see the house in the background with a flame kind of.
Right, very low.
The wind. Just like his pageant. Yeah. The winds of revolt. Swept through the township.
Mark,
Down with the British.
whatever are you doing?
All right, guys, so I'm back at Sequoia Park in Eureka, California. Ben and Sam are still back in Ferndale hanging out, but this is where they shot the scene where Ralphie Glick goes missing and Danny leaves him behind. Now, like I said last time I was here, there's really no way to tell where they shot the scene. We do know it's by a creek, obviously, from when Brad Savage goes across the creek, but this place is huge. But it is still pretty cool just to be here where the scene happened. So anyway, my wife and I are just kind of taking in Sequoia Park right now. It's a really awesome place. All right, you guys know exactly where I am right now. This is the Our Savior's Lutheran Church on Shaw Avenue. This is, you'll know exactly what happens here if you're a fan of the movie, but Ben comes running out after getting the holy water, and he comes down these steps and he gets into his Jeep right here, and they take off toward the Marston house. Guess what we're watching?
Oh, is there a shower right here?
I know. They look a little grungy.
So, do you ever wonder what's really inside of Constable Perkins's office? It's a gym. All right, you got to be Weasel again. Be Weasel again.
I don't have blue eyes.
Keep an eye on him. I'm back at Ronner Park in Fortuna, and we're about to go check out where Ben meets Susan for the very first time, and he asked her out on a date. We're gonna check it out.
So do you think this is where it was?
It's right here.
I was gonna say, it's starting to look familiar now because we just watched it last night.
There's the tree right there.
You're right, salmon. Wow. Spot last year. I tried. Yeah. This is what. That's the tree he leaned on. Because this is what. You don't see any of this. No.
Is there just no longer a body of water here?
And that building was not, that building way back there wasn't here, I don't think.
You turn around. This is where David's coming down.
There's some bicycles back there behind Amber, driving by.
Get out of the way.
Right down here. This is where he comes down and he's doing this.
Oh, okay. It's starting to look familiar
Yeah,
now.
she's right here with a blanket and her art supplies.
I think what's throwing me is the gravel and such up here, like the actual land up here. I think that's what's throwing me off a little bit.
That's no way to leave a book. Like the book. Blinding. It is you. Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah.
And you can, if you look closely, you can see those rocks
Yeah.
in the background.
Right.
So that helped me identify it as well. But
Do you want me to do that? Stalking some teacher. That's no way to leave a book. To break the binding.
Oh, that's great.
It's you.
all right, guys, once you come down Shaw Avenue, a little bit past the church, a couple of blocks down, you'll see this building, and you'll recognize this as the entrance to the hospital, where Ben's coming in at the end, trying to talk to Susan. And so this is now the Ferndale Elementary School, but it is the hospital in the movie. Right at the end of Shaw Avenue, you come up on this house right here, and you'll know this house from the end of the movie. Parkins Gillespie is leaving town. You can see Boogeyman Ben over there doing his own video right now. Check out Boogeyman Ben's YouTube channel. You'll probably see what he's filming right now. But this conversation between Ben and Parkins Gillespie, it takes place right here in this driveway. And Parkins hands him a gun. He says, "You're leaving, you're staying, huh? You're staying." And then he gives him the gun and says, "Not like it'll do you any good." But it happens right here. And then of course, Parkins takes off and leaves town right down that way. All right, guys, I'm at Ferndale High School, home of the Wildcats, apparently. You'll recognize this area right here from the movie. Let me turn the camera around and show you. Susan walks right through here, and she's met by Mr. Ben Mears, and they walk along this area. You can see students in the background in the movie, and they have a conversation right here. And then she looks right across the street and sees a van parked right there with Ned Tebbets waiting to talk to her. Ben waits right here and goes across the street, has a little conversation with Ned. It's over. And then of course, you can see those houses right there as Ned gets mad and drives off. I'm walking down Washington Street in Ferndale. Right up ahead is a street that I'm going to turn on, and we're going to go visit Jason Burke's house. And maybe we'll see if the window is still busted from where Mike Ryerson flew through it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we're going to go check it out. All right, there it is, McKinley Avenue. Let's go down here and check it out. And there's the house. It looks a little bit different than it did, but there's the house. This is where they had the conversation. There it is. All right, guys, it's getting dark here in Salem's lot. And so we're gonna take a little trip, sort of a bucket list item that we all need to check off. We're gonna walk to the Marston house at night and do a little walking through the streets of Salem's lot at night. You just gotta do it while you're here. There's the Boogeyman. There's the Washington Street Church. That's not the one you see in the movie, but it does have a really cool blue light in it. There's the entrance to the cemetery. We cannot go in right now because it's closed.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you because I did that whole thing.
I'll be the guinea pig.
Oh, really?
I'll be the
Oh.
guinea pig.
Go, dude. They got a sniper over there. That's what's in my car.
Should I make this the cape?
Yes. Oh, look, Sam, the gate's open.
Oh, the gate is actually open. Wow. I wonder if there's an alarm. It's actually open. Yeah, that was that way the other night too. They closed the main one up.
It's open.
It's open.
He just walked.
He's like, nope.
All right, we're going to continue on up Bluff Street to the Marston house. Lauren is scared, I can tell. We're going to let Boogeyman Ben lead the way since he is one with the evil and monsters.
There's a driveway coming up.
All right, guys, we're on the dark path toward the Marston house. It is pretty dark here.
The road.
Ben is in front of me, so if anything is going to make us trip, it'll hit him first.
Yep. Are you okay? She's told me footprints or something's in there.
In the graveyard?
In this brush.
Oh.
Oh, something just ran in front of me.
Oh, yes, there's something running up there.
Probably a raccoon.
There's something in the woods. We don't know what it is.
I can see a light. Good. Give me a tune.
Okay, there is a light on at the house.
There we go. Now I'm getting some light. There we go.
Okay, folks, there's can't see it, but there's the fence you see in the movie. We're approaching the David Soul telephone pole. I'm currently standing right where David Soul was parked, staring up at the house. And he turns around and Straker's behind him.
Can you see me? Can you see me at all?
Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey. That's when he goes. I like when he goes like that. He goes right. Gonna need another Straub. Like we have a hard time doing that. It's funny. It's just like I looked at it today. It's just like careful. Just like tables, like a coffee place, and chairs. You can see it kind of like that.
Crockett is not in there.
Nope. Weasel is not watching.
Weasel is not here.
Play Misty for us. Just gonna do that.
I want to give a special thanks to Ben, Sam, and Lauren for making the trip and spending time with me and Amber in Salem's Lot. Now, I'm going to put a link in the description below to an incredible Airbnb place where you can stay in Ferndale. It's with someone named Eunice. She's been there all her life. And I can tell you, she is a living history book and can tell you anything you want to know about Ferndale, California. So I'm going to put a link down there. And if you're planning to go to Ferndale, stay with Eunice. She is amazing. But be sure to check out Ben and Sam's channels also in the description and subscribe to their channels. But until I see you again, I wish for you and all your family and friends peace and blessings. I'll see you soon.